Hey guys, Nick here, and this is an unboxing and review of the Dowinks 6689 gaming chair. And this thing typically retails for around 220 bucks. Now, Dowinks was cool enough to send this my way, but they're not paying me, so please know that this is a no shill zone, and you'll be getting my full, honest opinion after using this chair daily for about 2 months. So let's get this thing built and get on with the review. So everything comes shipped in one box, and assembly is more or less straightforward. Each piece is in its own little bag, and all in it probably took me around 35 minutes to build, and there's a great video from the company on YouTube in case you're more of a visual learner. All the screws you need are already in the holes that they need to be in, so that makes things a little easier, and pretty basic stuff here. If you've ever built a chair, you start with the wheels and sort of work your way up. Now, something different here is that this chair also has an included footrest, so that means an extra step or two to install, but aside from that, everything came together pretty quickly. Once it's assembled, you can see the chair looks really slick. It comes in a few different colors, and while it has that racing chair aesthetic, the design doesn't really scream gaming chair with its almost tufted-like appearance. I'll leave product links to all the color variants down below, but you can see Dowinks sent me this Merlot color, which I thought I'd hate, but after a while I kinda like it. Everything is made of this hand-sewn synthetic leather, and overall everything feels great both to the touch and to the tush. So let's start from the top. Like I said, this chair has that familiar racing chair design with the head and shoulders, good shampoo. The head and shoulders much higher than your traditional office chair. And this wing back design should provide better support for those long days in front of the computer or your favorite gaming console. Towards the headrest, you have these two openings for you to loop and secure the optional head pillow. And taking a look inside of that, you can see it's made of the super squishy foam for some nice head and neck support. As we move down, you can see the shoulder support wings really hug your body, which, I'm 5'7", a buck 40 pounds, so if you're on the larger side, you might not find the wings as comfortable. But for my build, it's been great and almost feels as if you're being cradled while you game. The idea here is that the chair makes several points of contact with your body, sharing pressure and reducing fatigue on any one specific area. The chair also says it can support up to 350 pounds, so essentially 2.5 knees. Moving down to the armrests, I really like that they're sort of in the middle when it comes to being squishy and firm. And you'll see they move with you if you decide to recline the chair, thanks to their design. And speaking of recline, this chair goes back to pretty much 180 degrees flat, so if you want to take a quick snooze during work or gaming hours, then this is a great feature to have. The lumbar support pillow is a nice addition as well, and it goes through the same openings as the head and loops underneath with a strap, keeping it secure while also allowing you to adjust it at any time vertically. The lumbar support also has this vibration massage function, complete with USB motor, so you just need to plug this into the wall or a battery pack, and the lumbar pillow will vibrate to keep the blood from clotting during those epic, long gaming sessions. Important to note here, there's no on-off switch, so it will power on when plugged in and power off only when you unplug it. So don't plan on keeping this chair plugged into a wall outlet the entire time, unlike some other gaming chairs. Now, I've used this feature only a few times for testing purposes, and it is what it is. A shaking, vibrating back pillow. I wouldn't pick up this chair just for that feature, but again, same goes for the footrest. These are two nice-to-haves, not necessarily must-haves. The seat cushion is about 4.5 inches thick with high-density foam, and I've sat in this chair for long work days and sometimes even longer gaming sessions, and I've had no issues when it comes to comfort. Something I can't say for the IKEA chair I'd been using for the majority of the pandemic. I really like the tufted seat design, which makes it stand out from other gaming chairs on the market. And while I can't speak for the longevity of what Dowinks calls their carbon fiber synthetic leather that they're using, I will say that after 2 solid months of daily use, everything has held up well and there are no signs of wear and tear. Again, the comfort level here is night and day compared to what I've been using, and combining this chair with my standing desk, it's really improved my comfort and energy level throughout the day. Moving along, the height adjustment mechanism works as you expect, and this chair goes from 17 inches to 20 inches in height. You also get a tension knob to control the amount of rocking you want, and I always crank that to the maximum rocking level, which for this chair is around 15 degrees. You also get that recline control on the right side, and again, this chair pretty much goes all the way back flat to 170 degrees. After you get over that initial fear that you'll be falling on your ass while reclining, it's super comfortable once you put your trust in that solid alloy build of the frame. Now, I do wish the recline lever was a bit smoother. Right now it's almost like a stick shift, which is fitting for the race car design, but you have to sort of pull up on the lever, move the chair where you want it to go, and then lock it back down with a push, which doesn't always work the instant you want it to. Finishing up, the chair also has a built-in footrest, and the mechanism to slide that in and out works really well. You'll see you just kind of grab it from underneath and flip it out, and when you're done, you just flip it back. This is something I didn't think I'd use, and I certainly don't use it all the time while I'm at my desk, but it's been great to have when kicking back and playing some Switch games, or even reclining all the way back and listening to some tunes. So that brings us down to the bass, and the caster wheels run really smoothly on my basement floor. An early life hack I learned was to replace your office chair wheels with rollerblade wheels to improve gliding, but you don't really need to do that here. The chair slides along without any issue, providing a very smooth experience, which you can see compared to the other two chairs I have around the house. This one flies. Look, when buying an office chair, there are only a few things I really look for, and the first one is being comfort, the second being the look, and third being the quality. And this chair checks off all those boxes for me, and has a few more tricks up its sleeve with that vibrating lumbar support and footrest. It's a night and day difference in terms of comfort compared to my previous daily chair from IKEA, which after using it for a year and a half in quarantine started actually giving me some excruciating pain in my hand. So far this chair has caused me zero issues, and it's so comfortable that I can easily go hours without needing to hit the stand button on my standing desk, which is probably not a good thing in retrospect, but it just speaks to the comfort of that padded seat cushion. Now I did see some others complaining about the chair squeaking, but I haven't really had an issue with that quite yet, and I'll crank up the volume now so you can hear for yourself. The main noise you hear is going to be coming from the pillow and the lumbar support rubbing against the back of the chair, which really isn't an issue, and if it is for you, then you can obviously remove both. So that's about it. All in all, I really like this chair, and you can find it on sale often or paired with some coupon codes, so I'll leave the latest pricing information down below. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. You take care now.